Hello everyone, welcome to the class. Today we are going to talk about the language of religious sculpture design culture.
Hello everyone. Hello Professor Chu. Hello Ms. Tao. As all well know, sculpture is a kind of art which is bound up with religion closely. Both of them have abundant ideas.
That's right. In the Wei, Jing, and the Southern Northern Dynasty,
regimes
changed frequently, but extreme freedom was kept in politics, economics, and ideology. And the preachings hundreds of schools were revived so that another contingent of hundreds of schools appeared in Chinese history, developing philosophy,
literature,
art, and science.
Whether this period revived past ideologies as the Renaissance.
Yes, the former revived humanism and
rational spirit
of ancient Greece and Rome, while the latter revived humanism and
rational spirit
in pre-Qing period.
Then, what's the most representative religious sculpture in the Wei, Jing, and the Southern Northern dynasties?
It was the sculpture in Buddhist grotto monastery. Grottos are short for grotto monasteries, as Buddhist temples located on the bank of rivers. Grotto temple buildings were combined with wood structures, and only grottos were left after the loss of wood structures.
As far as I know, the cave statues originated from Indian Buddhism.
Yes, the cave statues were introduced into China during the 16th state period. During the Wei, Jing, Southern Northern dynasties, the Chinese traditional sculpture arts was blended with the Indian Buddha grotto art, especially the Gandhara art, which emerged with the sculpting art of ancient Greece and Rome in the development in India, usually referred to as Hellenic Indian style or Roman Indian style. Therefore, Chinese and Western religious sculptures shook hands here again.
Fusion of art and religion is very creative. Art, as Hegel said, can pave the way for God, arrange the external environment to build temples, where the mind concentrates on its absolute object properly. And the task of religious sculpture is to invite God Himself to this temple and to express the corresponding bodies in the form of the infinity soul.
After the Dark Middle Ages, the European sculpture hoped to find a way out of the traditional expression of the fixed medieval style. The ancient Greek and Roman sculptures pursued the perfect unity of spiritual inward and forms outward. The medieval sculptures followed some of ancient Greek and Roman sculptures, but diverged in artistic spirit, and it was the Italian Renaissance that followed the Greek carving into the Romantic carving period.
The Buddhist sculpture art of the Wei, Jing, and the Southern Northern dynasties absorbed and learned from foreign artistic achievements, which enriched the artistic language of Chinese sculpture. It's believed that the sculpture was in massive production, in large quantity and in superb skill. A group of famous sculptors were born at the same time.
Exactly. Although religion simplified the subject of sculpture, its internal motive force led to the first group of famous sculptors in China. Dai Kui in the East Jing dynasty was good at casting Buddha statues and carved the Jade Buddha of Waguan Temple in Jiankang with Gu Kaizhi's mural Vimalakirti, and Jade Buddha statues represented by Simhala, now in Sri Lanka, called the Best Three in Waguan Temple.
And the four great grottos came into being. The visitors follow a continuous stream.
Yes, Dunhuang grottos, Yungang grottos, Longmen grottos and Maishan grottos were typical grottos in Chinese sculptures. Yungan grottos have 5 caves whose statues are 70 feet tall, the best and the first in the world. In Yungan grottos, the design is ingenious, and the main statue has a round face, a straight nose, simple dressing, and a smile like Mona Lisa.
The Renaissance created a hitherto unknown brilliance in various fields of art, including sculpture as the Wei, Jing, and the Southern Northern dynasties.
The Renaissance sculpture art was based on the revival of classical culture, but went beyond the influence of ancient Greek and Roman culture, and taking themselves as their aesthetic symbol and expressive object. Do you know who are the best 3 in art?
Yeah, they are Da Vinci, Raphael, and Michelangelo. Michelangelo, as a famous sculptor and painter in the Renaissance, had his masterpieces of the Mooring of Christ, David, Moses, the Last Judgment, and the slave statues.
Very good. Michelangelo mainly made human body sculpture, especially naked sculpture. He made external beauty and inner beauty gradually in a reciprocal relationship. Lapider, or the Mourning of Christ, the most famous sculpture of earlier Michelangelo, based on the Bible about Godmother Maria, who painfully embraced Christ after he was executed by crucifixion. The statue broke the medieval religion's pattern that Godmother was pale and aging, and carved Godmother dignified and beautiful, with the same love as human. Godmother appeared young, pure, noble, as a secret symbol of human ideal beauty.
The statue adopted pyramid composition, durable, stable, upward, straight, and tall. Christ lay on Godmother's laps, right hand down, head backward, a scar in ribs, and naked body with Godmother was dressed in a large cloak and heavy robe, looking over her son, silent and strong. It's really infectious.
That's right. The statue showed the greatest and noblest love of humans in a romantic way. Michelangelo believed that Godmother was the incarnation of the pure and the noble, the symbol of the sacred, and she would be free from torture of years and the ruin from the world, so as to return youth and beauty.
I have seen David in Academy of Fine Arts of Florence. It's really strong and muscular. David was regarded as a golden proportion of handsome man.
Yeah, David, 2.5 meters tall and 5.5 tons heavy, created by Michelangelo in 1501 to 1504 AD. David was also adapted from the Bible. It was said that he was a shepherd boy, handsome, intelligent, and brave. He held a shepherd stick and a stone-slinging rope to fight against Goliath, the invader, a Jewish general. He captured giant Goliath and was hailed as the king of Israel. David was confident, fit, handsome, smart, and eagle-eyed, with stones in left hand ready to fight, keeping balance between the static and dynamic, full of patriotic ideas and justice. David was majestic, graceful, muscular, and noble, and as one of the most perfect male statues in the Western art history.
Both Chinese and Western religious sculptures create a virtual world with art, presenting the truths that people hope to get. The religion's sculpture language is considered to be more vivid, more specific, and more inspirational than the written language.
That's true. After Wei, Jin, and Southern Northern dynasties, religious sculptures were advanced in the Sui and Tang dynasties. Buddha sculptures in grottos were more mature, dignified and elegant, fresh and diversified. Among as many as 25 grottos, Dunhuang Mogao grottos were of the most artistic value, which was engraved for more than 1,000 years. With buildings, color statues, and wall paintings as one. There are more than 3,000 color statues, and 1,400 of them are well preserved.
Then, what are the differences between Chinese and Western religion sculptures?
What most differs from the stone sculpture in the West is the clay sculpture in China. After the Wei, Jin, and Southern Northern dynasties, religious sculpture of clay were popular in general temples, and also they were statues of stone and jade. Another difference from the Western religion's sculptures is that Chinese sculpture are caved in positions of sleeping, sitting, or kneeling on one knee. Chinese and Western sculpture techniques are also different. Western sculptures are based on the theory of human anatomy and attach importance to the figurative works, while Chinese sculpture are of imagery. Chinese and Western sculpture materials are different. Soft and delicate wood materials or clay offers a gentle, warm aesthetics, while hard and rough stone materials show a recalcitrant and lonely aesthetics.
The world's largest stone Buddha, Sichuan Leshan Giant Buddha, is in China. It's a masterpiece of the Tang Dynasty.
Exactly. Leshan Giant Buddha started in 713 and completed in 803. It is 71 meters high. The head 14.7 meters high with 1,021 bones. Ears 6.72 meters long. The nose 5.33 meters long. Eyes 3.3 meters long. Shoulders 24 meters wide. Middle
finger,
8.3 meters long. Feet 9 meters wide and 11 meters long. The carving is meticulous, smooth, well proportioned, and magnificent. Chinese and Western sculptures are made up of different artistic spirit, which is deeply rooted in their national cultures.
Thank you for today's sharing, Professor. The discussion of the beauty of sculpture comes to an end.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
See you next
time.